Hey guys, welcome back. Well, something a little bit different. Jumped in last minute to a Zwift race, the stage 2 of the Level Up Racing series. The course for this one is the Break Fast Crits and Grits. And raced up a category. I think I'm in the 450 to 570, I think, category for this one here. Yeah, sort of a last minute decision racing this today. Yeah, I'm going to do some voiceover and sort of speed through the coverage of this one and sort of discuss what I was thinking and the bad decisions I made. So I hope you enjoy the action, and yeah, ride on. All right, jumping right into the action. So the course today, yes, it's going to start out with the Sur South, sort of at the start of the race here, and then we're going to hit the Clyde Kicker, and then 4 laps of the Bray reverse direction. So yeah, lots of climbing in this, sort of a long course, and then it finishes once again on the same climb, the Sur South summit. So yeah, let's jump right into it here. No waste no time, and go right to the front and start to push the pace a little bit. I really wasn't sure about these other riders. I don't really know them that well. So how they're going to respond to this. I'm not pushing crazy numbers, but as I can already see, I'm already getting a gap, a couple seconds. And this isn't a very long climb here. It pitches up a little bit here in the red section coming up here. So once again, we're getting 3-4 seconds. Wasn't really expecting this to happen this early in the race, but it is a climb and lots of things can happen on the climb. So yeah, there's gonna be lots of comments during this race in the chat referring to me, but they say it's they think I'm a B rider up front, but I'm actually not. I'm actually a C rider. So over the top of the summit there, got a gap of 7 seconds, and I really want to push here to get into super tuck. So once again, got to get over 56 kilometers an hour and also have at least 4% grade. So I'm kind of struggling here to get the numbers here. Super tuck, but anyways. Trying to get a little bit of energy back here. The group is now 11 seconds back, and I'm not super heavy, so to really gain a lot of distance on a descent like this, it's a little tricky. I wasn't expecting to really start to pull away from the field. There's no power-ups in this race, so there's nothing that I can use as an advantage to sort of get more distance on the group. So now we're going to be heading over, and we're going to be heading towards the Clyde Kicker there, heading back into town for the Clyde Kicker. And we're up to 12 seconds now. The group is pushing, well, I'm pushing over 4 now, right? So I'm 4.5, sort of on this little incline here. Still trying to get a gap on the group. Yeah, there's lots of comments here. Typical 4.6. Yeah, they feel I'm a B rider just because I guess I went off the front. But there are B riders in this race, but I'm not a B rider. So if you guys follow my channel, you know that I do like to go off the front in races, sort of do my own little ITTs. But this course here is a little bit more challenging to get away on my own, just because I know there's going to be some climbing. It's not a flat course. Here we go with the kicker. Now, I'm not going to push obviously I'm going to push a bit, but when there's no other riders around you, it's actually weird because you don't push yourself as hard. There's nothing that's motivating you to sort of push harder, but obviously I pushed over it there. I know I have to push down here. Now the group is up to 17 seconds. So I do have a gap. Now to really feel as though I can stay away from this group, let's say, I would probably need at least, let's say maybe 45 seconds. I could feel like maybe really comfortable that they're not going to catch me. Once again, I'm not sure how strong these riders are back there. And once they start working together, they could reel me in pretty quickly. So we're going to go over to the champion sprint, and then we're going to more or less head over and start our 4 laps of going up the Bray there reverse. So let's sort of pick it up a little bit further down the road here when we'll see what happens with this time gap as we go along through the race. All right, so little incline section of the course here, and I got it up to about 18 seconds now. They're not really, letting me get away here, let's say, but I know this is a section of the course where I'm gonna have to push a little bit to try to increase that time gap as we head over to the corkscrew, and I'll get a little bit of recovery just on the downhill before the corkscrew. But yeah, they're still chatting and stuff like that. I guess they're trying to figure out if they should chase me down or what's going to go here. They're not really organized quite yet. There, they got it down to 16 seconds. So it sort of fluctuates around between 16 and 18. But yeah, let's pick it up at the corkscrew and see if they gain any time there on me. All right, so I did manage to pick up a little bit more time there. I got up to 21 seconds. A little recovery there just before the corkscrew, pushing up through it. Once again, without having other riders around me, it's not the same. Let's just say pushing yourself over these sort of spicy sections of the course. So we're about to start our first of 4 laps, which include the breakaway Bray reverse direction. And yeah, see there, now back down to 18 seconds. So yes, I think the highest I got it up to was maybe around 2021. Let's just see how things continue here. But I know I'm going to start pushing every time I go up the Bray, because I know they're going to be pushing as a group. It'll get spicy for them. So if I'm not pushing, definitely, yeah, see there? Now in the messages there, they're starting to organize. They're deciding to do 30-second pulls on the front. So they're getting into TT formation because they want to close this down, which I respect. Yeah, so we're basically, I'm halfway through the race now. Basically, this is the halfway point of the race. I've been out a long time here by myself with no draft and really no opportunity for much recovery except a little bit on the downhills. But I had to keep pushing on the downhills because the other riders as a group on the downhills will obviously, you know, be able to go faster. So, you know, you're probably wondering, why did I do this? Okay, so yes, I've only gotten up to 20 seconds, but this is something that I see as an opportunity as a workout. And I'm actually going to message a little bit later in the race here, and I'm going to explain this to the guys what I was doing. But yeah, here we go with another lap now. We're on number 2 there, coming up through the breakaway Bray. And look at the time that it's starting to come down now. So they are definitely pushing when they're going up the Bray as a group. And yeah, 12 seconds. They're organized now. They're doing pulls on the front. So they are. Look at that. They're putting some big numbers there in the group to close this down. So I can see that I'm not going to get away here. So now it's, you know, I start messaging now. I start messaging the group. And basically I say, my workout is done. Yeah, I see it's down to, well, here they come right now. So here they are. So my workout is over, and one of the guys messages and says, well, you know, there's other workouts on Zwift that you can do. But is there? Zwift has workouts, question mark. Anyways, yeah. So now I'm back with the group. So now my plan is because I know there's going to be the climb at the end, the south. So my plan there, obviously, you know, I'm going to the front, but I'm not trying to get away now. This is just sort of keeping the pace up with these other riders. And now the plan is, with another 7.5K to go, is to more or less try to save up for that last climb, which is which was the same climb that was at the beginning of this race. But yeah, my heart rate wasn't really coming down. Even when I was back on the group here, I'm trying to get it down, like maybe, I'd love to get it down about like 150s kind of thing prior to doing the final climb, but I'm not really getting it down. I'm still having to, you know, it's still taking effort to stay with this group. Like, these guys didn't slow down when they caught me. They're still pushing and stuff like that. So sure, I've got draft now. As you can tell by my draft gauge, yes, the draft is really helpful, but they also, you know, these guys haven't slowed down with their pace. Okay, so 6K left to go. Let's pick it up as we sort of finish up the last lap. Now, something weird happened there. The one rider turned left. I don't know what happened, but he sort of disappeared. And see, they say, hey, he took a left turn. But all of a sudden, he reappears back in the group. But some weird internet connection thing happened there, and all of a sudden, he took a left turn at that fork in the road. So he's going to come back into the group. And he mentions that his internet was doing some weird stuff. So yeah, internet was freaking out on him. Anyways, he's back in the group now. I've never seen that happen before, where a rider has gone another direction at a fork in the road. Okay, this is actually the last time up the breakaway Bray reverse, and then we're going to start heading over with about 5K left to go. We're going to head over to that final climb there. but there are some inclines still left to go. So let's sort of pick it up a little bit further down the road here. All right, this is actually, I was just messaging there because one of the riders, I think it was the Matthew from Quebec there, he was saying he's got it in for me. He's going to beat me on the last climb. So I was just saying, fire. That's great. That's great competition. That's great. To see that within a race, all the commenting. That's the thing. I haven't been in one of these Zwift races, and I really need to do more of these because it's so much different than the ladder racing or the ZRL or the dirt racing series as I go in. I love racing with my other Rhino buddies in the club, but this is an opportunity to race people that I don't get a chance to race. Actually, there was a rider in here though. The one coalition rider I did find out after the race, Casper there, Matt Casper, he actually was in the dirt racing series that I was in, and I just wasn't aware of that with Ashley there, with Smashley I should say, in the dirt racing series on the coalition team. So, okay, so that section we just came through, which is a finish on some of the race courses, is horrible. A horrible up-climb finish. It's just a really, actually this is it here. Sorry, this is the section here that comes up to a finish line on the one race course, and it is a brutal finish. Don't pick this course if you're in ladder racing. I'm just kidding. A lot of people do pick it, but it is a very hard sprint to the line. So we're going to pass the banner here, and we're going to head up the last time up the Sur South climb. Once again, heart rate. Yes, haven't been able to get it down. Haven't been able to get it down into the 150s, which I was really hoping for, probably because of those pushes I had to do on those little inclines and stuff. I just couldn't get it back down there. It's almost to the 60. I'm really trying to get it down before this climb. 165, 155 would have been ideal. Here we go, starting the final climb. So this is where things, well, you're gonna see what happens, but things kind of get a little bit screwed up here for me. I did not plan this final climb very well. Right now the pace is fine. And there's the Matthew rider there that's in front of me that said that he wanted to beat me on the climb. So we'll see how that goes for him. But yeah, with only, 500 meters to go. Now, it is an incline finish, but 500 meters is not a great distance. And where I screwed up was I really should have pushed at the base of this climb instead of staying with these group of riders. I think I should have pushed right at the base, because right now they start sprinting. And if you guys know me, I'm not a sprinter. Look at the orange numbers. They just take off, sprinting uphill, and I'm like, I don't have that extra kick of like 30 seconds or something over the finish line, and you saw what happened. So that was actually really disappointing to me. I kind of blew that final part of the race, just in the fact that I really should have pushed. Since I don't have a sprint to launch at the last, what'd they go at? 250 maybe around 250 meters. I didn't have that extra kick. I should have pushed at the base where they wouldn't have probably been able to maybe match me at the base of the climb and got away. Anyways, rambling on. It was still a fun race, good workout, excellent workout, fun time, great group of riders that were in this race, lots of messaging, it was a lot of fun. Something a little different for you guys to watch. I'm sure you'll have comments. I'm sure there will be comments after this race of why I did what I did. And anyways, I expect them, and I want them, and I want to respond to them. So send all your comments that you want. I will reply to them. I always do, and I really enjoy them. So hope you enjoyed the action. So as always, subscribe, like, comment, come back anytime, and ride on.